So long, the settings on OBS reset. Huh, ain't that something? So long, the settings on OBS reset. Huh. And everything's good. After 2 weeks of not feeling well, I still don't, but I'm committed to this anyways. So, that being said, fellas, how's everybody? Goodday Die here. And guys, we are back with some more Minecraft. Today, well, we're building a submarine. As strange as that sounds. I'm gonna build it slightly off the ground, unlike my old unlike my ship builds. But anyways, so that moment when you had an idea on how you were gonna do this, but then all of a sudden, there we go. Ooh. There, much better. Alrighty. There's a nice little half sphere in the front. Actually, to be fair, right now anyways, I want to see if I can make this bigger. Hmm. There we go. That looks a bit better. Now, let's see about... Oh, let's start building this back. Hmm. Perfect. Now just... Awesome. Now that that's all well and good, let's see about putting some girth into this puppy. Well, now that I'm legitimately starting to take a look at this, there's a thing that I'm going to try and do in the middle of this redesign. Not redesign, in the middle of this build. Typically, it should be noted that typically this is builder suicide, so to speak, when it comes to random changes in the middle of a build, but we'll see how it turns out. Yeah. In other words, typically this is a very bad idea. However, we can probably make it work. Okie dokie. Now we got ourselves something good going on here. Actually, a legitimate surprise to me, so, because I could have sworn it was going to end in disaster, but I guess not. Ah, this does feel nice being back. Although something feels missing. Not from a streaming standpoint or the build or the standpoint of the build. Hmm. Well, whatever the case may be, we got the full. I wouldn't say the full forward end of the craft here. More so. Hmm. Should have read up more on submarines before I did this build. Hmm. I know most Minecraft YouTubers do either a layer by layer system or they divide the submarine build in a sense into like 3 different sections. So it's kind of obvious that I'm not doing a layer by layer system. I think I should probably just do it section by section. Alrighty, there we go. Hmm. Now once we get to the rotors for the props in the back, or not rotors, just the propellers in the back. That's going to be an interesting setup to say the least. Hmm. I have zero idea what I'm doing, but I will be. Hmm. Also, I'm noticing the stream health, so to speak. 4 viewers in the first 3 minutes. Ironic. It's probably peak for the most part. Hmm. Eh, hmm. That's weird. Is the audio fine? Hmm. That's weird. The audio is fine. So, oh well. Hmm. I'm going to use a lighter color block to mark what we have here. Sort of marking the border of the first section. I don't know, this thing's gonna have to be pretty stinking huge if we're gonna have to compensate for the, there's no better way to put it, but if we're gonna compensate for the tip. There literally is no better way of putting it. I hate to make it sound dirty, but it's literally the only way I can make it sound good. Actually, let's make it a brief update real quick. So we'll see how this looks. But I really doubt that this will look good. Well, it looks good from the side. Looks good from the front. And we'll figure out how to rework it in the back. It's a little blocky, but pretty sure that'll be fine. Actually, instead of blocks, what's a grayish polished deep slate? Sure. There we go. Now this is going to be a pain, but no big dealio. Ah. So, when it comes to this minor change, I guess we'll see if it works or not. All righty. Actually, a little bit more of a pressing question at the moment. Should I put stairs somewhere right here on the bottom? On the underbelly of the ship? Or sub? You guys get what I mean. It's, you know, I've heard submarines referred to as boats, ships, submersible craft. Let's say aircraft. No, like submarines can fly. Only in sci-fi. Really awesome sci-fi concepts, actually. Does that sound familiar? Godzilla Final Wars. They had that flying laser mounted whatever drill submarine. Like, no, laser armed drill mounted submarine or whatever, and it flies too. Okay, yeah, that I gotta admit that was actually pretty nice nostalgia nostalgia bomb right there. I've seen that movie in years. Anyways, so enough enough reminiscing. It's time to build the command deck or the section of the piece. I mean, the section of the ship here. The conning tower will be. How is it like short in the middle? I mean, long in. Okay, long in the back. No, I mean, no. Somewhat short in retrospect in the at the fore end of the ship. In the midsection, maybe longer. And then the aft portion is usually around the same length, if not slightly smaller, or if not slightly shorter or slightly longer than the fore end. So I'm going to need a temporary block here to measure. 40. So 40 blocks total over here. Well, let's make a note of that. 40 blocks. 40 blocks there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 6. So 26 blocks right here. Let's go for 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 40. 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 48. Or 47. Wow. We'll go for 47 in the middle. I mean, we got the size down, so alright, now that we got the size down, let's see if we can start putting these blocks together. And of course, the stairs will follow. Except for one area. I'll try to make a note of that in a way later. The top where the conning tower is, that's going to be a little bit more difficult to map out. But let's see what we got. Now, we already got bats inhabiting the interior. And no, like most of my ships, there will not be an interior. I mean, the closest thing that I have to an interior within ships would probably be my old style ships, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because parts of the cannons that were custom made for those builds kind of protrude inward. The back portion of the cannons kind of protrude outward in the interior. Protrude, whatever. English isn't my first language. Stupidity is my first language. Now, that's all well and good. We're almost finished. Anyway, so I do have a kind of an idea So what to do? Yeah, I say kind of have an idea, but then again, when I tried to attempt said idea previously, I had to switch it from blocks to stairs. So, it might not be feasible, but we'll see. We'll see. Get a good rhythm going here. Ah, I gag from the Emperor's New Groove. Ow! You threw off my groove. I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's Groove. Proceeds to throw, just yeet the guy out of the window. Gosh. I track down that movie again. That movie was fun growing up. It's as good as I remember it. I take off the nostalgia glasses and actually look at it from an adult point of view. Alright, so more of a difficult part here, but he can do this. Hopefully. Alright, let's see here. Whoever's in the stream, welcome. Now comes the weird part I was talking about. Is there any chat? Oh crap. Something happened with the live chat. Oh gosh. Wow. Wow. Just wow. There's a reason why I wasn't able to see the live chat is because it was switched to top chat. I don't know what happened, but whatever. So, Isaiah McNabb, Joey the Hand, Grid Gaming, and Itoe Loco. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. That can't be helped. Hand tick broken. Okay, I am very, very, what's the word? Gosh dang it. I had it set till top chat instead of live chat. Why was that even a thing? Oh whatever. So section 2 mapped out. Alright, and section 3 is probably gonna be the weirdest one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go for 41 as a general length. 41, so we already got 8 here. Oh, 1, 2. So I just completely messed that up. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and happens to the best of us. I know, but still. I mean, hey, it's been. That explains why it's been a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. We'll just leave it here. So 41. Or 40. We'll just leave it at 41. Now the aft portion of this puppy is going to get really weird, to say the least. You do have a question, huh? All right. Ah, yes, but the only thing that can make a streamer's face turn red when he somehow has a live chat turned off to where he can't see it, but everyone is still commenting. All right. And I shall do so afterwards. So once all these sections are completed, that's when I will get to the superficial stuff. In this case, that would be the... In this case, that will be the tail fin portion of this thing, which is really going to be difficult for me to map out, but we'll see what happens there. And purchase ideas. Well, why don't you send it to me over Discord? That way you don't forget it. I know I don't like working in the dark as well as in any rainstorm on this game, but I'm going to have to if I'm going to finish this area. Like, quickly, I mean. I'm just also checking some stuff as well. Usually. Now I can switch it to day. There we go. Any empty areas that I did not that I missed. Oh, I actually missed a lot less than I previously anticipated. Alright, cool. So, now let's see about building this thing inward at the moment. Hopefully. If this ends up getting messy, well, let's just say this is not my fault. This building is not up to code. Yep. Or maybe it'd be like Stephen King's cameo in the oh geez, what was that? Sleepwalkers? The movie Sleepwalkers? I ain't taking the rap for this. Not my problem. Oh, all of a sudden this thing looks a little weird. Oh, I think I know why. Come on. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Eh, whatever. If it's private, it's private. Actually, it just occurred to me, if it's private, then why did you just post it publicly? Nah, it's okay, it's okay. All jokes aside, I got you, man. I got you. So, yeah, after this, we can discuss it. Alright, so now comes the tricky part. So now, but anyways, all jokes aside, let's finish this so that way. This is a little weird, to say the least, because now there's 2 blocks instead of 3 back in the... Actually, details sold separately. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of putting it. Details sold separately. Anyways, so let's see. Now I'm gonna go back to that later. Right now I need to finish the stairs. Unless I don't need to go all the way down. Actually, I think it would be a little bit more prudent if I were to do it. So, there we go. Now, this is looking good. And to keep it somewhat balanced looking, we'll leave 3 blocks at the end. Perfect. Ah, crap. The friggin' rain. Much better. Now, let's finish this bad boy up. Hmm. Introducing the light up. Their lightsaber to conquer the galaxy with this Jedi Slayer of a weapon, battery sold separately. Hey, that is true when you think about it. Anyways, so stairs are good. Now the command deck area, I'm gonna have to work on separately. How did I make? Because obviously I went a little, excuse me, old school over there. So well, we'll see how this works. Anyways, what am I building? I am building a submarine, my friend. There we go. Now, actually, you might want to extend this out by one more. There we go. Yeah, this was a request from a long time ago. So I figured get this request fulfilled before I die, so to speak. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to die anytime soon. Unless the good Lord calls me home early, I'm not going to die anytime soon. Imagine the ostrich from Family Guy. Yep. But anyways, all jokes aside, you better believe I am not going anywhere. Again, unless the good Lord says otherwise, but that's just me. In the meantime, continue living my life without much fear of the unknown. How exactly did I build the rudders up? Going in the deep end. Yeah, literally in this case, based on what we're building right here. So I just built the rudders like that, at least for the ship, anyways. What did I do over here for this giant puppy? Nothing. Nothing worth noting. Obviously, since this is a submarine, there wouldn't be any visible anchor. And there's nothing over here. Hey man, 1,000 subs. No, it is not my decision, obviously. So you never know. And I'll leave 2 blocks in the back right over here where the segment connect. Right, that would be a pretty interesting name. Perfect. So now, as I know for a fact that usually most submarines, at least in the front. Wow, I just realized that. Yeah, maybe this should be 3 blocks back in the back. There we go. As I just realized that this is literally. It would have been, yeah. I do want a little bit of asymmetrics here when it comes to the build. So, well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. In the meantime. Ah! Okay. There we go. And the only difference right here is the fact that we will not be doing the same thing on the bottom for obvious reasons. And there we go. A little bit of a kapuya there and some yeeting there, and we're good. Awesome. So we got the little command deck area right over here, so well, let's see what we can do with this thing. Ah. Okay, there we go. Actually, as nice as that idea is, I'm going to cut off a few blocks here. There we go. And we'll leave some room for like ICBM launch tubes or something. Or launch bays like we have here on the ship. On on the ship itself over here. Maybe a 2 block gap. The rain! But that's all better now. Yeah, that's about right. Now, actually, before I start on the conning tower, at least before I forget, anyways, let's see about building this puppy up right here. So some fins in the back for steering. Actually, instead of anything like that, I'll see if I can find some slabs. And typically, you wouldn't use slabs on a sub, but I think it's needed right now. Little claw-like rudders in the back. Then maybe before I go and do anything else, we come to about here-ish. Start making the fins for this thing. How many blocks was this? This is like, so it's 7 blocks total. All right. It's kind of done with reckless abandons over here, so I'm going to have to do some very careful counting. Again, sometimes that could be considered builder's suicide, but in other words, a very bad move that can really mess up the build, but that's okay. Because we are good right here. And looks good. Go ahead and add 2 more blocks in the back right here. Just make sure it looks like that these fins can actually do something for this thing. That way it looks like this thing can actually maneuver. Alright, finally the conning tower. This is going to be an interesting setup because now I have the missile bays right over here, right behind the conning tower. However, and on second thought, I should probably just put, yeah. There we go. Slabs right here. this is going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting setup because, yeah, for the longest time I was terrible with conning towers. The only reason why I'm good with it on actual ships that are above the waterline is because I've been around a lot of those ships. I've never actually been around a submarine for the most part. There we go. Perfect. Actually, there is a way I can make this look a little bit more interesting. So, with a sub this size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 blocks so far. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll go 8 blocks high. Yeah, we'll go 8 blocks high. It's not too extravagant. Unless... The little gizmos in my brain are turning on right now. I know, as if they were on before. Actually, 3 slabs right here just to this thing a little bit more of a hull structure to it. Alrighty. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Should be a little bit of a cool angular setup right here, so to speak. Alrighty. Wow, I did not expect this thing to actually turn out looking this good for the most part. So now, time for the radar mast, which honestly isn't exactly going to be that big of a not exactly going to be that big of a deal, surprisingly enough. Just got to build something that's resembles that, but slightly smaller. How hard could that be? Right, so I'll put 5. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 4 there. 3 here. Actually. Actually, that could work. Oh, who knew? A simple mistake like that, it could actually make it work. Huh. Hmm. A bit of a beefy but short but beefy radar mast right there. And there we go. Something cool like this, and we're good. Actually, shorten that by 1 block, and should be fine. There we go. Shorten this by 1 block too, and then, yeah, there we go. Sweet. Now to finish this puppy, I'll leave the markers on, because I might want to build this again sometime soon in the near future. And by sometime soon in the near future, I mean literally any time I get back onto a Minecraft world that's set in the modern age. Ah, what's up, my man? Both of you are back. Frick yeah. Now, making some clinical changes, so to speak, to this bad boy, and then we can finally be finished. I'm not gonna lie, this bad boy is pretty huge. Oh my. Honestly, this is a lot bigger than I had previously anticipated. This is way bigger than I had previously anticipated. Woo-hoo! Now, the claw-like fins in the back for whatever. Yeah, setup. Nice, nice. Actually, I need to go back. Go back to the beginning. Or back in time. Nah, I just need to steal a piece of the flagpole over here. There we go. All right. That does not. Maybe. Ooh. Oh. We might actually have something good back here. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Ha. That actually looks nice. Actually, make it look even nicer. it's a custom-made submarine. I can literally do what I want with it. So, well, despite it being custom-made, I do want to make it look like it can be made in the real world. Like it's realistic. And I don't know how realistic this bad boy is, but hey, at least it looks good. Say not bad. And ah, crap. Yeah, I missed that, but that's all right. Boom and boom. Perfection right there. Now, hmm, really kind of make this thing look a little beefy in the back. So that way it doesn't look like that there's much missing for a hull, for the hull area. And wow, that actually looks nice. And like a small fin protrusion in the back, just in case. You really never know in this day and age. Hmm. There we go. Much better. Sweet. Now this thing looks ready to go. Oh, a nuclear missile submarine. Nice. All right. So, that being said, fellas, I've done what I wanted to do, and that would be fulfill the request. For better or for worse, well, let's be honest here and say it was definitely for the better when it comes to fulfilling a promise, but probably worse for my physical health. But anyways, that being said, fellas, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this stream of me just absolutely tearing this place up just to build a submarine, please share with your friends and comment down below what you guys want me to play next. Absolutely smash that follow button. This is D Life. Absolutely smash the subscribe button to become a member of the crew today. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be back by this week. So feel a little crummy. Yeah, I know it was a very bad ailment. It came to a so-called minor case of the flu. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced it was minor, but it's okay. Anyways, that means, well, actually, I wasn't exactly bedridden. I was still able to move around. Whatever. Anyways, that being said, fellas, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out.